Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, sit down. Seriously, put your purse down and get comfortable because you are not going to believe the Christmas I just had. You know I don't like to speak ill of my own flesh and blood, but I am absolutely reeling. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. Or actually, judging by what was said to me, maybe a deflated balloon is the more accurate metaphor. Okay, let me back up. You know how hard I have been working. For 2 years, I have been busting my backside. I was 305 pounds. I was the big mom, the jolly grandma. And I decided I was done. I wanted to live to see my great-grandkids, so I did the work. High protein, low carbs, and miles of walking. Plus the pickleball. Since July alone, I dropped another 40 pounds. In total, I am down 110 pounds. I am the smallest I have been since my 20s. I thought my family would be proud. My oldest daughter, A, and granddaughter, H, hadn't seen the last 40 pounds drop off. Christmas was supposed to be the big reveal. They walk in and the shock on their faces wasn't the happy kind. But then I needed to use the ladies' room. I'm in the bathroom washing my hands and I hear them in the hallway, my girls. "Did you see her? Oh my God," one says. And then my granddaughter, H, laughs. A cruel, nasty little laugh. She says, "She looks like a deflating balloon." But they didn't stop there. One of them says, "She looks so much more wrinkly now. It's gross." And then this is the part that really stuck the knife in and twisted it. One of them says, "Great. Now she's not going to want to be seen with us anymore." I stood there over the sink, staring at my reflection, trying not to let the mascara run. Is that what they think? Were they ashamed to be seen with me when I was big, and now they're projecting that onto me? I wanted to march out there and scream, but I didn't. I fixed my face and went back out. I tried to extend an olive branch. I mentioned casually, "Hey girls, there's a bag of clothes in your father's closet. Some really nice things I wore on my way down. If you want to take a look before I donate them to Goodwill, feel free." I didn't push it, and the look they gave each other. It was like I was the nerd trying to sit at the cool table. They all looked at each other and snickered. Then H, my 22-year-old granddaughter, curls her lip and says, "I don't want to wear grandma clothes." Okay, fine. She wears crop tops, but it was the tone. It was the nastiness. It was the way the other two, my grown daughters, giggled along with her. Like my success was something to mock. And then came dinner. Oh, the dinner. I sat down with a small, healthy plate and the firing squad began. My oldest, A, looks at my plate. "Is that it?" she asks. I smiled and said, "I'm just listening to my body." She scoffs. "Isn't our food good enough for you anymore? What, is there too much fat in it for the new you?" I felt the heat rise in my cheeks. Everyone stopped eating to watch. I said, "I just have to be careful." You would think that would be the end of it, right? Wrong. Throughout the entire meal, the comments just kept coming. "Who wants pie?" R announces later. Then she looks right at me and smirks. "I'm sure you won't want any. You aren't greedy like the rest of us." Greedy? I used to eat just like them. Was I greedy then? Or am I just stuck up now? I can't win. I wanted a piece of pie. It was my favorite. So I said, "I'd love a sliver." I ate it, even though the atmosphere was so thick with tension you could cut it with a knife. Meanwhile, my daughter-in-law was shooting daggers at me because I didn't take her green bean casserole. She seemed genuinely irritated that I chose fresh vegetables over cream of mushroom soup. But the kicker, the absolute cherry on top of this toxic sundae, happened after the dishes were cleared. We were all sitting around, letting the food settle. My daughter R laughs out of nowhere and looks at me. "So," she says, loud enough for the neighbors to hear, "are you gonna go walk off the 200 calories you ate at dinner? Or are you gonna deign to hang around us regular people for a while?" I was stunned. Before I could respond, H chimes in. "I doubt it was even 200, more like 60. It's obsessive." I ate a full meal. I held it together until they left, but the second the door closed, I collapsed. I sat on my living room floor and ugly cried. I felt bullied by the women I raised. Deflating balloon. That's going to haunt me. It feels like they're angry at me for bettering myself. Like my weight loss is an insult to them. Did I raise mean girls? Because looking at them last night, seeing that sneer on my granddaughter's face, I didn't recognize them. I don't know what to do, Linda. I really don't. Do I address it individually? Do I pull it aside? Or do I just keep playing pickleball and let them rot in their own jealousy? I'm hurt. I fixed my body, but it feels like I broke my family in the process. Pour me another glass, please. I think I deserve it. And don't you dare calculate the calories.